Okay, drink. Let's put this over here for a second. There's a bit of room. Not much longer though. Okay, let's start off with the Glow Eye Serum Vitamin C and Ceramide Brightener. It's by the brand Skin Glow. You can buy this at Home Bargains if you live in the UK. This is the third time of me using it. I mean, I'm not really noticing any brightness, to be honest. But I'm a bit scared to use the other one I was using. The other one I was using was really good. Hi Kyra, you are first, but I've not even been here a minute. Give it a chance. People will come in. Exactly how many people, I don't know, because it's late. Much later than I wanted to go. Then I'm going to go in with this Nivea Q10 Anti-Wrinkle Sensitive Firming Day Cream. It's got a really horrible SPF in it. It's only SPF 15. So you would also need an SPF like this. This Innisfree one, because that has SPF 30 in it. Yep, I got notified. Yeah, not many people, not everyone gets notified for some reason. Like my friend goes live and I never get notified on hers. So I just have to watch it afterwards. Hi Martina, how are you? This week, well, it's really next week, isn't it? Because we're not even on Sunday yet. It's going to be a very busy week for me. Hospital appointments Thursday and Friday. Got to go to job centre Thursday as well. So that's 3 appointments. Have you got post notifications on? Of course I have. I know how it works. If you don't have your post notifications on, then you don't get notified. It's just the algorithm sometimes doesn't post videos out. You know, that's why I say to everyone in my comments, if you notice the description, because I have put quite a lengthy description on, I always say click subscribe and be sure to put your notifications bell on, because if you don't do that, then you're never going to get notified of when I'm going live. But I'm saying it doesn't always work, Kyra. Hi, Sarah. Right, just trying to think. Well, we need to put some primer on anyway. Some e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. So, we're going with this. My skincare regime at the moment isn't anything. It's basically an under-eye brightener and the Nivea Day Cream, and then at night it's the Nivea Night Cream. I don't want to put too much. I mean, they're not fragrant, so it doesn't really matter what I put on. But even today when I woke up, it really hurts in the corner of the eye there. Don't know what the hell's going on with my eye. But there's no bites there. It does look red though there. I do have to go though. I was just popping in to say hi. No worries, Kyra. Right, so that's that. I don't think I'm going to go in with this, where is it? With this again, because I used it yesterday. I think what I'm going to do is just go in with a glow stick, because this is Project Pan and I want to use it up. I've just Finir. Do you mean filmed? Oh, you've just finished your work experience. Nice. So, Faye, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you go to a school? Hi, Lisa. So, I'm going to put a bit of this on. Well, I say a bit. I put quite a bit on. Just because it's Project Pan and I want a good glow. How was it, Faye? What did you have to do? I went to a school for my work experience way back when. It was actually a nursery, not a school. Hi, Get Ready Wild. So can you see that glow? Right, and then we need to pick out a foundation that I want to wear. Yesterday I used the e.l.f., didn't I? So don't really want to use that again, because I'm trying to rotate through them. Let's use, normally I save this for like when I'm doing Project Pan looks, but let's use the Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. I don't think this has got glow in it. I just personally don't, or if it does, it doesn't have the glow that I like from glowy products. I did mine at a nursery too many years ago, exactly. Gosh. 30 years ago. More than 30 years ago, in fact. Because you normally do work experience when you're 15. My niece is doing work experience. She's going to a beautician. I mean, I don't think that would be a first choice. Like a first choice would be event planning. But what I don't agree with these days, I mean, they're getting the kids to basically, you know, write to the people or go in somewhere and say, can I come here for work experience? To a 15-year-old, that's really daunting. And if you know someone that you can go to, you can't go there. Well, my niece couldn't, you know, so that's not great. Anyway, she got a place in the end. I am not allowed here because I'm not over 18. Well, you come in here often enough, Fair. I used mine the other day and I didn't notice any glow either. It's not glowy. Might look glowy now because obviously I've got that highlighter on underneath. I'm not happy with it. You know, I wanted this foundation for so long and I eventually had the money to purchase it. And I just don't like it. I wouldn't rebuy it. Or you said, am I not allowed here because I'm not over 18? You're allowed here as long as you remain respectful, Faye. I thought you said you wasn't allowed here. I've got a lot of younger viewers that come in. I agree, Andy, it's daunting even for an adult. I guess they're trying to, you know, treat them as adults. But, you know, she was terrified. And I think she's going to be terrified on Monday when she goes for a work experience. She'll feel grown up in one aspect, but terrified in another. You know what it's like, your first day of work. I don't think I'm going to contour today because that takes the longest in my opinion. I'll bronze, but the liquid contouring, like, it's a 3-step thing that I'm doing at the moment. So I'll just use my powder bronzer because it's getting late, isn't it? It's 20 to 10, 9:37 p.m. That'll teach me for, as Tammy says, diddly daddling. I still don't know where my glue is, my brow glue. It's going to be in this little makeup basket I've got, but I've not come across it, so I'm going to have to do what I did yesterday where I'm putting powder into the brows. Hello, Eden. Right, mirror. Okay, so I found my little Charlotte Tilbury one on the floor. Why am I showing it you? It's not a new product. It's just a little Charlotte Tilbury quote. I can put this one away then now. So that's, I was using that yesterday. Let me look in the mirror. I gotta get started on my bookwork. I'll catch up with you later. Enjoy your life. No worries, Lisa. I duped another palette I was tempted by last night. I think my dupe is pretty spot on. Well done, Eden. What I did last night is I went back into the dupe I originally duped from the Glaminatrix Grounded, and I took some shades from here. If I can get it without knocking you over. This one and some other palettes that I had. Can you see how I've got loads missing? So I like the fact that it's now got bigger pans in it. The shimmers I've just left the same. I've not touched the shimmers. I found a matte white in my collection as well. It's like, I knew I had one, so I found that, but I also want to keep in, it's like a basic, it's like shimmer, it came from the Frozen palette, and it's like a white to pink shift. I don't ever think I've used a matte white not in all my life, but I don't think I use matte whites regular, so I don't know if I want to keep it in, but I could kind of use matte white here. I won't use it up here anyway, I know that for a fact. It's just, to me, that'd be too stark for my pale skin, so I could use the matte white there and then go over with that Frozen one. That's what I'm thinking. Or I might just take the matte white out, because I'm just not a matte white girly. So what palette did you dupe? Is it one I know? And you've got to bear in mind, I don't know a lot of indie brands. Maybe you'll have to send it to me on Instagram. Right, so... oh, there was one I saw and it was absolutely beautiful. Now, I don't go in for indie brands, really. It was Unearthly Cosmetics. I think it may be the new one, and I'm like, oh, can I dupe that? I don't think I can. It was absolutely stunning. Right, so Glossier Stretch Concealer C12. Let's go in with a bit of this. Adam told me I need to try Dupe the Vibe of any palette. I'm shocked that he knows what Duping the Vibe means. It's normally in the community, isn't it? I'm about to buy before I can submit a purchase. But you have your own money. You have your own money, right? Or is it all joint? If you want to get something, can you not just get it? I mean, obviously he's trying to help you not get it. My issue is I get all these palettes and then new palettes come into the collection, so I'm not constantly rotating, which I want to constantly rotate. I don't have that many more left now to use, but I've got enough. I probably got, I know it's under 10 anyway, so yeah, I'm going to put some of this on. My lips feel a bit dry. The Eternite Lip Sleeping Mask. But I do think if you've got a big collection and magnetic palettes, yeah, dupe away. I just find duping palettes so freaking relaxing. I really do. Right, I'm missing, oh wait, I duped Titanium Fox's Hidden Piece. No, that's what I mean. I don't know what these things look like because I don't go looking for them. I don't go looking for these indie brands because a lot of the time it's like, oh, I can't buy it anywhere because I'll get hit with all these charges, so I just don't look. I've heard of that brand though. Hi Mel. He's only heard it from me. That's what I mean. Normally it's known in the beauty community, duping the vibes, similar vibes, that kind of thing. That's when I do mine. I always say, I'm not trying to go exact so that people won't come for me. I'm not trying to go exact. Just bear with me, guys. This is my colour story. And I think it's better. Joy money, but we've got our own fun money. Yeah, a lot of people do that, don't they? I can buy what I want, but he knows I want to bring less in. Well, he's just trying to help you then, isn't he? Hi, Georgia. Sorry I'm late. You're only 17 minutes late, and that's fine. Shifa, you're out. Duping gives instant gratification. Also, no waiting around for shipping. Exactly. I took loads of palettes to my bed. And then I was like, what colour goes here? What colour goes there? And I literally looked at the Glaminatrix website to dupe. But what you've got to think about is the lights are on the eyeshadows. So, of course, you're only going to really know how close you got. Do you remember when I duped the Yucca? I only really knew how close I got when I actually had the Yucca here and then mine here. And I still feel like I duped that palette better than what the Yucca is just because of all the triochromes that were in it. So, yeah. I'm trying to remind myself that my dupe doesn't need to be 100% exact. I can't buy a palette for just one shade that I don't own already. Oh, is it just the one? No, it doesn't have to be exact. I mean, when it's on the eyes, are you going to get a similar look? That's what you've got to ask yourself. And I'm really, really excited to be using mine. I'm probably going to use it after I've used this one. Because I don't want to be dipping into different palettes, so I don't know whether I'm doing 5 looks with that. I haven't figured that out yet. But yeah, I can't wait to use the one that I've duped, but I had a nasty accident today. So I wanted to go in with, obviously, the Natasha Denona gold palette, but then it honestly looks like there's a black, it's either a black or a dark brown on the Glaminatrix Grounded. Anyway, I wanted to get a black in there, and I went to my Glaminatrix palettes. One of them, I can't remember which one it was. I'm like, are they magnetic? Are these palettes magnetic? I wish I hadn't bothered. I really wish I hadn't bothered because there was a black in there, and I pulled it out, and I broke it. So I broke a little bit off it, and then I went into a different palette, one that I don't really use that much. I don't know if it's the Rich Romantic. It might be. No. Yeah, I think it was the Rich Romantic, so I took the little black from that. But I was pissed. I was pissed because the palette that I actually pulled the black out from, I use that. Well, that's oh, it was a nocturnal palette, and that's my favourite Glaminatrix palette. I'm like, oh, you've got to be kidding me, now it's all broken. And Lisa bought me that, so it's like what's your favourite eyeshadow brand? I've got a few. Natasha Denona. I do like Glaminatrix Cosmetics, Pat McGrath Labs, but I don't have an awful lot. Well, when I say I don't have an awful lot, I've got about 4 quads. One of her big Utopian, one of her big mothership palettes, and then I've got a small palette, so that's enough, right? 6 palettes. So for my dupe last night, I owned all the shades in my opinion, but there's going to be palettes I own only 75% as an example. Even with things like that, you know, I just kind of like just put what I would like it to be then. I've been lucky so far. I've had very similar shades. And obviously, if you've got Glaminatrix palettes, I feel like they have similar shades in as well. I've ruined a few blacks with a magnet. Oh my gosh, my magnet is very, it's a strong magnet. I need a magnet that's not as strong as that. Hi Macy. No, I'm sorry. Has it been a while since you was on my channel? Right, what are we doing? Powder time. I think I'm just going to use some of this Rimmel Matte. I wish all of my palettes were magnetic, some are glued in, so I can't use them in my build your own palette. And oh yeah, I'm like, they don't do it, do they? Because they want you to just buy more and more. I think all indie brands should make them magnetic. I even went so far as to see if the Bougie Boudoir one was magnetic. It didn't look like it was. Dinner from Kima. The other one is, isn't it? Frosted Fairy. The only shade, one of the only shades that I couldn't get for the Glaminatrix one was, there's like a reddy toned one in there. But never mind. I don't like that kind of tone anyway. You know, on day 2, normally my hair frizzes up so much. I really don't know what I've done to it to make it still be okay on day 2. Right, we're just going to go in with this bronzer out of here. Be nice if I didn't struggle for brushes. Oh, there's one here. Are you going anywhere? I'm going to my mum's, Georgia. Thank you, Lotus Flower. It's not at its best, but it's not at its worst either. I've had a bad week with my skin. Yeah, she only lives about 7 or 8 minutes away, so every evening I like to go and check on her, make sure she's doing okay. What time is it for you? It's late. It's 9:51 p.m. And I realised yesterday I didn't put any of the Dalba spray on, so I'll do that today. For my Ocean Jewel dupe, I I just had to make a 9-pan of the shimmer dupes as they were all magnetic, and then can just pair it with the few palettes I think I have those mattes to create my look. Have you used it yet? So 2 of my dupe palettes I don't know if it's going to be 2, but I'm keeping the Best Day Ever, my dupe. I'm keeping that as is because I think that's an amazing palette that I've duped, and you won't get them like kind of special shades in a Colourpop palette. Don't mean to sound snobby, but you won't. Right, okay, so this is one that I haven't used yet, and I've not used that in ages, and I'm thinking about decluttering it, so I'll show you them. So Tower 28, and this one is part of their Beach Please line, and it's the shade Golden Hour. I remember buying this because there was a girl, fair-skinned, red hair, she had freckles, and she looked absolutely beautiful in this. I just feel like it's never looked good on me, and then I got this. Now, I got this quite a while ago, and I've just never used it. So it's the Peach Kiss Shimmer Blush. It's by a company called In The Style. It says super soft, multifunctional blush that acts as a highlighter to brush onto cheekbones and collarbone for an effortless sun-kissed look. So we might not need a highlighter, but I always use highlighter, so again, we'll see. I'm gonna run this. Have you ever tried Milk products? I've only got it's kind of like a liquid eyeshadow base from them. I've not tried like the Phenomenal Work Blush and the bronzers. I've not tried them. I'd like to, but no, not so far. What language are you? Are you kidding me, Matt? Do you do giveaways? No. It's funny, Ocean Jewel lived rent-free in my mind, and now I've duped it. I don't really want it anymore. I haven't even used my dupe, but I will soon. I want to use my Titanium Fox's dupe today. Yeah, do it. Right, let's try and put some of this on. I think I'm going to go in with my finger. Wow, that's bright. And then just blend it out with this brush, or try to. Like you heard me say yesterday, I don't really do orange, but I want to basically see if I want to declutter this orange blush. Let's go over here before that sets. If it looks nice, I'll keep it. I'm just really into my pinks at the moment, but I should keep 1 or 2 blushes around that are orange peach leaning. Right, let's blend that out a bit. This is a tip if you want to use it, but the e.l.f. primer is very nice. Use what? Sorry. Have I missed a comment? No. It's like I got it out of my system by duping it. I have done around 5 looks inspired by Ocean Jewel though. Okay. Well, that's what happens sometimes, Eden. I will dupe a palette and then I'll be like, I don't really want it anymore. I duped that Best Day Ever palette by Colourpop, and that made me not want to go out and get it. I like that. Now blending it out a bit, it looked a bit scary at first, but I like it like this. I could go out with that, but we're going to put some shimmer on. So it's called Peach Kiss. It's just wipe the prints off it. Looks like, hi. It looks like that. It's really nice. I can see my friend Lisa wearing this over me, but yeah, just trying to think. Shall I go over like a big fluffy brush like this? It was pink on that yesterday, so. And it wasn't that expensive, this blusher. It didn't cost me more than £3 for me, so you might like it. I might like what I feel like the Elf and Milk Primer. Okay, what Elf primer though? I feel like I'm missing something. Hello and good night. Hi Tassos. Yeah, we're looking. Maybe a bit more. I like blush, but it scares me when it goes on heavy. But you can blend it out. Well, there's a brand called Elf and they have a primer. I know I've got a primer from Elf. I know there's a brand called Elf, but I'm asking which primer you're talking about. Yeah, that's settled in nicely. I wouldn't agree that you don't need highlighter. I need a highlighter. This would make a really good eyeshadow as well. I'm going to show you the pigment of it. At first, I thought it was a dupe for my Costa Coral. There's an eyeshadow in there that looks like this. So it looks like that. And look at that all over the eyes. That would just be amazing. So I'm not too sure. I mean, it doesn't swatch amazing, but I bet you could build it up on the eyelids. So I'm not too sure if I'm just going to keep it as a blush or use it as both. I really like that though. Oh, it's the Blue Power Grip Primer. No, I've not tried that one. But yeah, that's supposed to be a dupe, isn't it? Now I'm with you. Sorry, it took me a while. Yeah, we'll use a highlighter. Which ones do I have in here for this rotation? Shall we use my Dior one? I was going to use my Project Pan one, but we'll use my Dior one. Get this little fan brush. Okay, so that's the quad. I'm trying to love it, guys. I want to love it, but I just don't. It looks like that. But I wouldn't give it away because it's just too expensive. Hi, Ben. Okay, so sorry, I'm not even telling you which one I'm going in. I'm going to start off with this one. So that one is Sheer Gold Pearl, I think. No. Shimmer Rose, this one. We'll go in with that one as well, up top. And that one's Sheer Gold Petal. Looks like it's getting dark now, so I apologise for that. Then I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Glowish in Fair. This is Project Pan as well. Just want to use that up now. And this is a finishing powder, it's not a setting powder. I don't tend to put setting powders all over my face. Right, it's going to take a while to even hit pan on this. I mean, I can see a dip, you probably won't, I can see a dip here. But yeah. I like the shades in that palette. Right, so we've got the Dalba First Spray Serum. I'm getting down to it. I just don't like it. I like the glow it gives. It's very finely milled. Right, so eyeshadow base. Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime. Eye primer, just the usual. Wanted to use what products? Is it the milk products that you've always wanted to use, Georgia? Is the smell of the spray getting any better? No, it's still pretty bad. I'm getting used to it, I think. I won't buy it again though, Sarah. I just think I'm sensitive to scents. Like on that Dior blush, I can smell peppermint. Oh, ignore my nails, by the way. They've got like a, they're not too bad now, but they had like black eyeshadow in them from when that black eyeshadow went everywhere this morning. So yeah, you'll just have to ignore that. Yeah, and Bubble, Drunk Elephant and Bioma and all that stuff. I want to try Bioma. Drunk Elephant. I've got dupes. And if my skin reacted to the way it reacted because of... no, it was... I don't think it was Drunk Elephant. Anyway, I'm not too bothered about trying Drunk Elephant. Bubble, I'm not too bothered. I feel like Bubble is for teenagers. This is my bag of brushes. Let's see if we can find some eyeshadow brushes. So I need to clean my other ones. I keep saying this. No kidding guys, I've got a box like this in the bathroom and it's full of brushes that need to be cleaned. It's like if you've got a bag like this, bag of tricks, if you've got a bag of tricks like that, it's just like, oh, they can wait for another day or another week. But yeah, they need sorting out. What's going on with this? I haven't got the dupes here, Georgia. They're in the bathroom because my skin has been not great and I don't have the room to just be keeping skincare around. I mean, if you go back a few videos, you'll be able to see me using them, especially on long form content, because I talk about them there. Don't be sorry, you know, you weren't to know. I just don't keep them in my bedroom. now to go back in with that Natasha Denona. I think I know of a look that I want to do. Just trying to find some brushes, guys, so bear with me. See how we get on with them for. Okay, so I think, well, we're going to do a green look, i.e. the green shirt. So I think we're going to start off with Fringe, which is the lightest green in the palette. What brush? Try this one. So I'm going to go in with a small one. Into Fringe. And now I need my mirror. We'll start off on the left eye for a change. It's like you're a makeup artist. I'm not. I've just watched a lot of YouTubers. I do have a course though that I really need to finish. But even if I finish the course, I wouldn't be doing other people's makeup, so it's kind of like, well, what's the point in doing it? But that could just give me tips for me. You know, it's not always about other people, is it? Right, Fringe again on the other eye. Hi, son. You've come in at the best part. I want to say I've not used green for a long time. Oh, it doesn't feel like it. I might have done. It just doesn't feel like it. I probably did a green look on St. Patrick's Day if I did a video. Yeah, I think I will have done. Is makeup your fave hobby? I have got several hobbies, but makeup is definitely one of them. This is one of them. It's not even just makeup, it's doing kind of live tutorials, get ready with me's. I actually prefer that than doing long form content, because long form content's all good and well if you can actually get your video out because you don't have enough storage on your phone. But long form content is good, but you don't have the same interaction. Like long form content, you wouldn't be able to type messages like this. You'd just type a message and then wait for the creator to contact you to get back to your comment, and sometimes they don't, which I think is a bit rude, but that's just my opinion. Any messages that I get, they come through straight away, and I try and get to them straight away. Obviously, you're not always going to be able to get to your messages straight away, but even if you can't, at least the very next day they should be responded to. But that's just the way I see it. Right, so now we're going to go into Sage, this one here. Same brush. Do people send you stuff? Friends do, yeah. I've had friend mail. There's actually a playlist on my channel if you wanted to go and check that out, what I've been sent over the years. But actual PR, I've only been sent that once or twice. So either I buy the majority of my makeup or I'll get gifted it by friends, which is very generous of them. I really appreciate it. But I don't do this to get gifted stuff. I do it because I enjoy it. Right, let's go back into this Revolution palette. So into this one here. Just trying to think what I want to do. I think I want to do that on the lash line, evergreen. So let's just get some glitter glue on for now then. Where are you? Oh my gosh. I'm constantly losing things, guys. Good job I've got a spare. It's getting late. You don't have to stick around, Georgia. What time is it where you were from? Are you from the UK as well? Yeah, why don't you go to sleep then? I'm going to try and find like a green. Yeah, I've got it here. I think it's called I Have a Green. I know it's 10:14. I live in the UK too. Wherever you live in the UK, it's the same price. Same price? It's the same time, Georgia. The greens look really nice. It'll look better when the shimmers go on. I'm just going to go on with this Essence I Have a Green while the glitter primer goes. Isn't as tacky as what it is now. I love your lives. I can't miss one of them. Of course you can. I'll be putting the eye look on a short video anyway, so it's not like you'll be missing much. Sleep's more important. You feel tired. Like I said, I wanted to do it earlier, but that didn't happen. Right, so now, what did I want to do? I had it all figured out. I think it was these two. I think it was, is that Martin? No, Marlin. And then this one down here, Palladium. So let's try and do that. So a nice kind of mint green look. Ooh, pretty. Has anyone got this palette? Right, so we're going to keep this open for that other shade. Wipe the finger off. And then we're going to go in with Palladium. This one's really smooth. I've got the mini one. Is it mini retro? Because I've got that as well. It's not mini glam retro. This is the mini This is the Glam, yeah, Retro Glam. I didn't think they brought out a mini one to this. I don't know. I'll have to look up that. I'm sure it's the one I've got then, if they have. It's getting to a point though that now, guys, right, so the minis are £24 and in a sale you can get a bigger one for 36. You know, it's getting to a point where you wait for the sales. But I do want the mini nude. Am I getting confused? I don't know. I might be getting confused. I mean, this is the one I use for Project Pan. All the writing's off it. That looks nothing like, but it's got like same pink packaging. Hang on. So that's my mini. If I'm seeing this as right, and then that's the Retro Glam. I didn't think they were the same palette, but I can see similar shades in it. I don't know, Sarah. You could be right and I could be wrong. I need to figure out what that one's called. Because is it called the Mini Retro? Because this one's called Glam Retro, isn't it? Retro Glam. What's that one called that I've just shown you? Anyway, we're digressing away from the makeup look, so let me get back to that. Oh, that's stunning though. Simple. I think I could quite easily go out during the day like this. Some of the looks that I do are pretty much out there, but that's not too bad. So I'm going to go in with the Essence. No. What are you doing? I did this yesterday. Firstly, I'm going to go in with Evergreen and try and put some of this on the lash line. This brush really is a bit too big, but we'll see what we can do. You're not really able to see it. What's the weather like over there today? I think it's been raining, Shannon. That's nice. Now to the mascara. Yeah, it's turning out quite nice, isn't it, Eden? I never curl my lashes. I saw someone curl her lashes with a curler, and the curler got stuck and it bounced off her eye here, and literally oh god, her eye was a mess. So ever since then I've just not wore them. I don't think I need them because naturally my eyelashes go up anyway. And especially when I put mascara on them, they go up. I don't feel like I need to curl them. It's so hot here, we need some rain. We've had plenty the last few days. And what I hate about that is every time I go out it rains. Hi Kylie, yes I remember, you was here yesterday. I'm nearly done though now. Stay. I don't know, actually, I think I'm going to do the inner corner. I've not done the inner corner. And you can only really do that with flutter. I think that'd look nice in the inner corner. Use this brush here. I would like this palette to have some kind of shifty shade in it, because she does do shifty shades in the palettes now, but this one doesn't. Oh, that's nice. That just brightens it up nicely. Okay, lips. What have I not used? There's hair in this. Why does my hair get everywhere? Love that eyeshadow colour. Thank you. What's this one? It's too brown. Maybe just use this. I have used this one before. No, we'll use this one by Primark, because that might just be like kind of natural pink on your lips. Need to get this lip gloss off. Okay, so I don't know what the shade is, but it's one of PS Pro's Plumping Lip Serum. It's got hyaluronic acid, jojoba seed oil, and vitamin E in it. It's a nice pink. It smells gorgeous. Let me just see. Yeah, I really, really like that look. There's definitely lots of greens to be playing with in here. They go darker and darker, so I don't know. I mean, literally I could do looks with every single shade, but I think I'm just going to do like what I did today, and use 2 at a time. That way, I mean, I've used 3 shimmers at a time today. That way you can obviously know how you feel about it. Normally I would go in with obviously 1 shade all over the lid and do several looks, but if I was doing that, then I would have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different looks. Now I don't really want to do that. I'm kind of really, really excited to use that dupe palette I made. So tomorrow we'll go in with some of the, actually I think I'll use Oscar tomorrow. This one will be by itself, probably with this one as the inner corner highlight, and then Faye and Lucy, these 2 shades here. So that's going to be my kind of neutral look, and then I'll go back to doing greens, because that's all you can do. I've done quite a peachy look, and the rest are kind of really, really dark shades in there. So yeah, look out for that if you want to come and join me tomorrow. It's going to be early. It has to be early. I can't be like saying, oh, you know, I'll go on when I go on, because Sundays is a special day for me and my mum. I have Sunday dinner with her. So it's going to be 5:30, 6 o'clock when I come on. So just bear that in mind. You should get notifications. I mean, I don't know what to suggest if you're not getting notifications and your notifications are switched on. Just make sure they are switched on, because I don't know what to suggest. I don't think there's anything else that you can do. But yeah, between 5:30 and 6 o'clock, if you just keep checking, you'll see me. Let's yes, I remember you, Elise. The minty green is beautiful, it is, isn't it? Goes nice with blue eyes too, I think, mint green. You look gorgeous, by the way. Thank you, Elise. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl. What time? 10. 10. What, 10 at night? No. I'll be doing like between 5 and 6 o'clock in the evening. 5 in the morning, definitely not. 5 in the evening, yes, Eden. Anyway, guys, this is the look. Thank you for being here. If you've not already liked the video, I would massively appreciate it. It gets me out in the big massive algorithm, and I shall see you tomorrow if you want to join me. Bye, guys.